Alright, I'm back. Just wanted to tack this on the other video I shot. This is just a quick one. Just a couple little updates. I did get the battery put in here. I got the battery cables put on. The ground is just onto the tie down for the battery hold down. And I ran the positive up through, put a grommet in here, ran it up through the dash, and tied it into the battery mount where the battery used to sit right here, and just taped it up good, and took the ground, tied it up out of the way, and took, if you can see it down here, right here, there's a motor ground and a body ground comes down, and cleaned all the contact points up, put them back together. So the battery's all set to go, and just come back here quick. You can see right here, got the fuel cell in. Got these wires coming in from the back. Kind of took that one and taped it all up and kind of zip tied it to the back of the fuel cell. And got the fuel cell in, mounted. Put it in that angler frame that I have down here. Took some 3/8 threaded rod, came up to a piece of unistrut. I put some felt underneath here just to keep it from marring up the fuel cell all up. Put some protective caps. This side here was the return. You can use it for a return line, but this car doesn't have a return line, so I use this for the evap can, which is down under there. I'm not positive if you unhook that, if it'll run right. So I left it hooked up. The wires are all still hooked up. The fuses are all still in for it. And I kind of just, this 1/2 inch line fit perfect right into the line that used to be snapped onto the top of the gas tank. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think it takes the fumes from the gas, pumps it into this thing, evap can, and then it pumps it up into the air intake for the intake of the car. So I left that on because I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't know if it would mess with the running of the car. So, and it does tell you to take and ground the cap to the body just for static purposes. The only thing I do have to do is get the vent. The vent runs off of this one here. I gotta get a vent, but for now I just took the cap off. And then this is your main outlet line going up. Got the fuel filter here. Kind of ran it, zip tied it up. And then I ran this fuel filter, or fuel pump, down under here. I made a little, kind of like a pedestal for it to bolt it to. And took the wires, wired it up. And it goes, actually goes from 1/2 inch on the tank up here. It was the easiest way to do it. I took some fittings I got from actually Home Depot. They're actually plumbing fittings, but they work. They're the right sizes. Goes to 3/8 into here. Goes to 3/8 into the fuel pump. 3/8 out, and then I had to reduce it to 1/4 inch, and ran in 1/4 inch into the existing 1/4 inch line underneath the car. So got that all done, and kind of took the wires, zip tied them out of the way just so they weren't flopping around. And I also, right here you can see I took the main ground that actually grounds the fuel pump. Now my battery's blinking, so I'll probably have to come back and shoot this again. Alright. Alright, so the only other thing I did was take the ground and just clean the spot off, put it down there, and I actually bolted it through with a lock nut on the back side so it never would, hopefully doesn't come loose. So yeah, that's the back of the car with the fuel cell. And come up here, since the battery's all hooked up, we can push this key in. What's that? Sounds like the car's running. I hear a fuel pump humming. That's a good sign. Reach down here. that's good. Turn the key off here. So yeah, experiment is successful. Fuel cell's all working. So till next time, so long.